Never been in a homeless shelter before. I didn't really know what to expect. I knew that it was a shelter that had a recovery program, so I was interested.
When I first came into the program, I was scared to death, not knowing anybody in here. When I came in, they said I was deemed as homeless, and that was also new to me.
Well, I felt about this big, and I just didn't want people just to, hi, how you doing? People came up, and I just really didn't want to really talk to anybody at the time. I was just more or less what you would say, all in a shell.
When I first came in, I was in the shelter side with 11 other guys. So, you have 12 guys with gas in one room. So, and all the snoring, so 12 different types of snores and rhythms of snores.
I'm used to having my own room and being able to do what I want to do, and waking up every morning at 5:30 in the morning with 11 other guys. They flip the light on and say, "Good morning, God's soldiers."
It was definitely different from the comforts of home, as you might say, It made me a little uncomfortable at first, I have to admit. But now, I'm thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't have never felt that way.
7 days a week, we're up at 5:30 a.m. Down in the chapel or in the kitchen by 6. We get the opportunity to serve the public breakfast first thing in the morning. That's a good way to start the day off, serving the public, doing something for the Lord in the Lord's name.
It's different. It's not like sitting at home with your family or close family and just relaxing and having a good time and watching TV.
Normally you think of going home and having dinner with just your family. Well, it's kind of like our Exodus family with families from all over the city.
If you don't have a full table, some of the guys would come and sit with you from the streets, and some of them have been out all day.
It's made me more of a humble person, be more humble and be thankful of a lot of things I've had in life.
Waking up at 5:30, eating breakfast, and then after breakfast, doing chores at 7:30 in the morning is definitely not going to be on my to-do list.
Everybody comes together to pull breakfast chores off or to pull breakfast together.
Okay, we got to get all this done, and then it was like, okay, well, you just have to get that right mindset about yourself.
Colossians 3:17 always comes to mind. Speaking of whatever you're doing it unto the Lord, and being thankful. We're cleaning up under this group of 100 people so we can serve another 100 just tonight when they come in.
I looked at chores as like anything else I've done in life. I always try to give it 100%.
Every now and then I'll get a staff member says, "Hey, can you do this for me?" or "Hey, can you do this for me?" And I've got to unclog a toilet or mop up the bathroom that's flooded or pick up some throw up on the stairwell.
Then after that, we just have some time to where we can go get ready for our class and get ready for the day.
We sit in class from 9 till about 12 o'clock, lunchtime. Get about an hour for lunch, and then we sit in class until 4 o'clock.
Class is great. I enjoy the classes during the day. Brother Scott Jackson, our director, I remember the first class that he gave, the first day I came in. It was awesome. I learned so much. I could relate exactly with, the way that Nehemiah had to get rid of his leprosy. And I related that leprosy is my addiction and allowing Jesus to heal me of that.
You start getting into what they teach you here. I started getting into the classes and starting to let all that sink in that they're teaching to you.
God was working on me. I could feel it because for some reason I never left. I could have called up a few of my friends and said, "Hey, come pick me up." But I stayed.
The first thing I seen and experienced was love. Once the program director and the intake coordinator seen that I was persistent about getting help, and I continued to meet with them a couple times. And once I was taken in, I was introduced to the guys in Exodus.
That love extends always through the brotherhood here, and it's a love that it's hard to explain. It's just when you're down and out and you feel bad and you got others there that's going to show you love, to be there for you, it's priceless.
It's something I didn't expect. You know, I expected some rough, abrasive people that would be tearing you down or incriminating or just hard to get along with, but that's not what I found. I found literally love of God through people.
I've had good times, I've had bad times. I mean, I've definitely laughed a lot more than I've cried here, so.
Overall, it's been great. I mean, I'd have to say, you know, when I first came in here, I didn't want to stay.
And I always told myself, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. Because I didn't want to go back to doing what I did. I mean,
my life has changed for the better in a whole way I would have never dreamed of.
So right now, I've lost a total of 48 pounds since October 3rd. I was 346 pounds, and I'm down to 298 right now.
This is probably one of the hardest things I've had to do. Going through high school, easy, cake. Signing up for college is my next step. But I don't think it's going to be as hard as this.
It makes you realize that, you know, what a different lifestyle can be through God, you know, where you know, have more appreciation of things in life than you didn't have in your addictions.
My addiction was kept from my family, it kept from my friends. I'm glad that I've went through this process because I don't want to go back to doing that.
I believe it's equipped me for life. I feel like I can go out and face the world and hold down a job and live life every day sober and be comfortable with that. I feel like I have a home place and a sober network of people that care.